Hello everyone and welcome back to our series Road to VGC World 2016, where this week, since we are reaching 100 episodes, I have a special guest here with me. This is Arash Ommati, the recent German national champion and former world champion. Arash, would you like to say hi to your fans?
Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Thanks for the invitation.
No, thank you for accepting. I don't know if you're a student or if you're already finished university or what, but thank you for taking the time to do this.
I'm studying university. I study economy, but thank you anyways, no problem.
Well, first guys, we're gonna have a quick interview with him to ask him some interesting questions, which I'm sure are on everybody's minds. And then we're gonna play a friendly best of 3. You will see the game 1 today, and depending on Thursday you will see the end result of that best of 3 bid, that I managed to take a game of Arash or I lose 2-0 really badly, but we'll see. So
I'm out of practice. We'll see. I didn't play since Nats.
You haven't played since Nats? Okay, not even any showdown or anything?
No. Now I can rest.
Okay. Well, so the first question is Jumpluff. Everybody went crazy over Jumpluff and your success with it. So why did you choose Jumpluff? Was it a metagame call? Was it did you expect a lot of Xerneas or Big Six? Or what was your reasoning behind Jumpluff? Was it simply a surprise factor maybe? Go.
So Jumpluff was a pretty stupid metagame call in the sense that I had Among Us in that slot previously, which was for the double primal matchup. But the team had like very few options. I mean, not enough options for my taste against Big Six and Xerneas teams in general. So Jumpluff gives me a lot of options against Xerneas. I always go before. I can Sleep Powder, I can Encore, I can Helping Hand Groudon to get a KO from that would not get otherwise with Presby's Blades or Art Power. Jumpluff. And I didn't need Among Us that much. Like, Among Us made the double primal matchup even better, but I thought like it was unnecessary. I could win regardless. And yeah, it seemed to work.
And for example, Yveltal was also it hasn't been too popular in terms of winning so many tournaments or things like that. So what was your reasoning behind Yveltal as well?
I think Yveltal is really underrated Pokemon. It has a positive matchup against basically most of the metagame. Only problem with Yveltal is that if you use it, you're gonna have a super hard time trying to counter Xerneas.
Yeah.
And I say it because I built many teams in this format, and there is nothing difficult like doing the Xerneas matchup with Yveltal.
Okay. Well,
I mean, even if Yveltal is good against most of Big Six teams, you're still losing to Xerneas if it's on the field. So it's really difficult.
Yeah, and that's where Jumpluff comes in, right? It gives you an extra layer of protection against Xerneas.
I hear you very bad, honestly.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so let's move on to the next question, if that's okay. Yeah?
Sorry?
Let's move on to the next question.
Okay.
Okay, so you now have won regional tournaments and nationals and worlds. So you're probably one of the only players in the world who have done that. And I generally don't know if there's anyone else who has done that. How do you feel about that? Do you think? I mean, I know you tweeted out that you were the best European player of all time, so I'm sure you're pretty proud of your accomplishments.
Yes, this is not definitely my goal. My goal is for now is to be the second best player of all time in the world, and I will do that if I win Worlds this year. But I mean, still second. I should win Worlds one more times after, but I don't know if that will be possible next year. I'm probably not playing. I mean, yes, I'm not playing it for some time after next year. I'm not saying I'm retiring, but I'm not playing for some time for sure.
Okay.
I feel good with, and yes, by the way, I am the only player who won regionals, worlds, and nationals in Masters.
In Master.
Sejong Park and Toller did that too, but like Toller won worlds in seniors, and Sejong won regionals in seniors as well.
Okay.
And so yeah, I mean I don't think that's like too much of an accomplishment, but anyway, feels good.
Yeah,
Feels good to be the only one.
And you're from Italy, right? So do you think your national victory would be just a little bit better if you had won Italian nationals instead of German nationals? Or since everybody can play in any national tournament, you don't really feel that you needed to win in your home country?
Yeah, to be honest, I feel like it doesn't make a big difference. Like it's funny to when you're at the tournament and you consider that aspect. Like in Italy, an Italian has to win. In Germany, Germans have to defend their national.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is funny. I don't think I would have preferred to win Italy. Like I am still the national champion. Yeah, I say to people I'm the national champion to avoid this problem.
Okay, that's fair. And so, okay, speaking of the tournament now, we all saw you dominate on stream, both during Swiss and in Top Cut, but I did see you lost one best of 3 sets during Germany Nationals. So what happened there? What caught you by surprise, or what weren't you prepared for that your opponent managed to scrap a win off you, the only one?
It was 6th round of Swiss, I believe. And as I said on stream during the tournament, my team match up against Big Six is not perfect. A lot can go wrong. Like to win against Big Six, basically I have to do 2 things: hit Sleep Powder at least once and play Immaculate, basically. and the second point is important because if I don't do that, I'm actually losing in any case. So that round was indeed against Big Six, and I mean I lost game 1 to Moody Boosts, and then game 2 I could have won, but I got a little unlucky, but I could have won, and I lost there because I played poorly as well. But I mean, I think motivation is very relevant, whether you want it or not. I mean, this applies for me. When I am 5-0 in a tournament which has 8 rounds, best of 3, I know that I'm pretty likely going to cut. So like, my motivation is not at its best.
Okay.
So I mean, I'm not justifying myself, but I'm saying that it was okay to make mistakes in that round.
Okay.
I played the other Big Six the round after and beat it, so it was fine.
Okay, well that's definitely a really good way to look at a loss, to have it motivate you and not play comfortably rather than get disappointed and let it affect your further rounds, right?
I mean, you should get upset about losses, but doing it during the tournament is not a good strategy. That's gonna make you lose even more games. You should try not to do that.
Okay, and for example, this is the first year that I'm playing VGC seriously. Mexico didn't have VGC circuit until last year, and yes. I only started playing this year. So, what do you have any tips or any recommendations for myself? Because you're probably locked in for day 2, right? But I'm gonna have to go to grind in day 1. So, what would you recommend for me to do well on that day?
Day 1 is gonna be a bloodbath. Like there's already hundreds of invitations, and I think most of the players that have an invitation are pretty solid players. So I mean, while keeping in mind that it's not easy, you should not be afraid or I don't know, get mad about losses. Like you should try to keep cool during the tournament and do your best. I think it's doable because it's X2 cuts, so like the tournament format is pretty okay.
Yeah.
You just have to like not get emotional, like, or you don't have to get overconfident as well. Like you just try to do your best. It's it's not easy to do, even if it's easy to say that. So like it's kind of I don't know.
Yeah. I personally can get put on tilt really easily if something goes wrong or a moody boost happens that changes drastically the game. So I'll definitely have to keep what you just said in mind. And I'm sure I'm not the only one, but it seems to affect me a lot more than maybe other players.
I wouldn't say so. Like maybe some players don't show it, but like they look cool, but they are people tilt a lot actually.
Yeah, I agree. And yeah, well, thank you so much, Arash, for everything. We're gonna go ahead and play a friendly best of three now. I know your team, so maybe I have that small advantage. I'm going to be using a team I've used, like the one I've had the most success with in Mexico. So it's not like I'm gonna meta game against you or anything. I'm gonna use that team that people know I've used.
Okay, no problem.
Hopefully it'll be a good match.
Yeah, good luck. Thanks for the interview.
No, and thank you so much for your time. So I'll see you in game in a little bit.
See you.
Okay, and thank you everyone for watching. So guys, this is going to be the first game of the series. The conclusion to the best of three you will be able to see on Thursday. And yeah, let's get right into it. I'm actually very nervous, to be honest. Never played against such a high caliber player before. I do face a lot of tough opponents in Mexico, definitely. But I don't know. I don't want to let nerves get to me, and just like Arash recommended me right now, I need to keep a cool head and not overestimate or underestimate him. I do have the small advantage that I know his team, and he doesn't know mine. But I'm still nervous. I'm definitely still nervous. Now, okay. I know his team, but I obviously didn't try to metagame him or anything, or try to come up with strategies. I'm playing, just not gonna say improvise. I'm playing naturally. I'm playing. Okay, I'm clearly nervous because I'm talking a lot. So I think Thunderous is, as always, a really big issue for me. But I do feel like my Smeargle can really surprise him. So I'm gonna go with Smeargle Xerneas as a lead, because I'm pretty sure the Crafty Shield will make him really doubt or really have a hard time dealing with my boosted Xerneas. And I'm gonna go with the safe Kangaskhan and Yveltal in the back. Not too sure about this, but let's go. Oh boy. But hey, my Arash is a really nice person. He's really nice. And I contacted him through Facebook and he accepted the interview and everything, and I'm really glad to be able to feature him as yep, there's Groudon Jumpluff. Really happy he accepted my invitation to play here. So okay, there's no risk of fake out, right? I do know his Groudon is mixed. I also know his Jumpluff carries the helping hand. Now there's two things I could do here. He could go for a sleep powder. I don't think he will go for a helping hand. Oh boy. See, the thing is, I could go for a Crafty Shield. I think I definitely have to go for a Crafty Shield. And I'm going to Geomancy. Crafty Shield protects me from the sleep powder, and if he sees the crafty shield, he might not go for the Encore next turn. Or I could simply sleep powder, perfect. Or I could simply follow me, and that would be pretty great. Now, since his Groudon is mixed, he probably doesn't have too much defensive investment, so maybe Moonblast plus a Dazzling Gleam will be enough to KO the Groudon. There's an Eruption, which is perfectly fine by me. My Smeargle does have the Focus Sash, and no Sleep Powder shenanigans. Now, he did see the Crafty Shield. My speed rises, but that's not gonna matter. My evasiveness falls. So, that Eruption did a ton of damage. And now he has two choices. He can go for the Helping Hand. He can go for the Helping Hand Precipice Blades, or he can go for the Encore. But he did see Crafty Shield, and he knows, I know he has Encore. He doesn't know my full Smeargle moveset, so I'm gonna go for the White Guard, and I'm going to Dazzling Gleam here. That's a really big risk because of the Encore, and he might predict the White Guard. But I have a feeling he's gonna go for the Helping Hand Precipice Blades here. I generally do have that feeling. I know he has Eruption, I know he has Precipice Blades. I don't remember his last move. Oh, he went for the Encore, damn it. Oh, but he went for it on Smeargle, wow. Wow. Well, that makes sense. Wow, that did nothing. Okay, I get protection from Precipice Blades, which is nice. Now, I'm no longer at a threat of getting anchored into Encore, or rather into Geomancy. So I can White Guard once again and Dazzling Gleam. He can anchor me into Dazzling Gleam, definitely. Or he could Sleep Powder. He could definitely Sleep Powder. But then, okay, this is my strategy. I'm going to switch into Kangaskhan in the incoming Precipice Blades plus Sleep Powder and protect with Xerneas. Hope Kangaskhan survives, and then, well, maybe. Oh, Sleep Powder, man. Or do I hope he doesn't hit the Sleep Powder? What's his single target attack? I forget. I generally forget. Oh boy. I'm gonna go for the White Guard and Dazzling Gleam because I don't want to be anchored into Protect. There's a White Guard. I'm sure I'm gonna see a Sleep Powder here. So maybe that's why he anchored the Crafty Shield. Sleep Powder does connect. Okay. So Xerneas is asleep now. Takes its first turn, obligatory, and Groudon goes for the Earth Power. Okay, so will that... Okay, that's still gonna take a while to KO, I guess. I can keep using White Guard here and keep trying to KO that Jumpluff. I hope I don't get... If I don't get full turns of sleep here with Xerneas, I might be okay. I generally might be okay. Well, he goes for the Helping Hand. Is he going for the Earth Power? Or maybe he... Probably going for the Earth Power, right? Xerneas is still asleep. Yup, Earth Power, okay. So another Earth Power will KO me. Another Earth Power will definitely KO me. Oh boy. Can I Crafty Shield now? Nope. I can still only use White Guard. Huh. I mean, I could... Well... This is rough. I'm gonna switch out to Kangaskhan now. And I'm going to protect my Xerneas. Hoping I wake up. I don't get max turns of sleep. Maybe I should have done this earlier. Maybe I should have gone with my gut the previous turn. Jumpluff protects. Groudon. Xerneas wakes up, goes for a protect. But the fact that Jumpluff protected is absolutely perfect. I think that's absolutely perfect. I mean, I might lose my Xerneas. I will probably lose my Xerneas. But I can get rid of Jumpluff now. Well, yeah, I have to target Jumpluff with a fake out. Otherwise I lose my Xerneas. And then gonna Moonblast the Groudon. Maybe I should have gone for a Dazzling Gleam. Moonblast will not KO at that range unless I get a critical hit. Man, the Encore, Helping Hand, White Guard mind games were pretty cool. But I think Arash definitely got the best out of me there. Fake out does go into Jumpluff. As you can see, that Jumpluff is really bulky. That crit obviously didn't matter, but I didn't even bring it down to its focus sash. So there's the Moonblast. I wonder if he goes for Precipice Blades here, risking the miss. Oh, so close. He does go for Precipice Blades and Xerneas avoids. Wow. That is so incredibly lucky for me. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That is so incredibly lucky. I cannot even begin to describe how incredibly lucky that is. Okay, so he does threaten me with the with the Sucker Punch. So what I need is to double edge the Yveltal and protect Xerneas, because what I need is I need Kangaskhan to go down this turn. I need Kangaskhan to go down this turn. Protect, okay, please tell me you use Precipice Blades. Please, please, please. Please, please, please. Yes, connect. Yes, okay. I need Kangaskhan to go down. That way, okay, perfect. That way I can follow me with Smeargle and prevent the whatever the name is, the Sucker Punch. The Sucker Punch, that's it, the Sucker Punch. Wow. Wow. This is really, really close. And it all comes down to me getting really lucky. I mean, the only reason I might win this match is because I got really lucky in the fact that Xerneas woke up in the turn I needed it to wake up, and it avoided the thingy, the thingy. It avoided the Precipice Blades. Sorry guys, I'm really nervous. Yep, there's the Sucker Punch. He now knows almost my full moveset. Dazzling Gleam is enough to KO Yveltal, and wow. Wow, wow, wow. It all comes down to the Precipice Blades miss. It really does. There's no other reason for the fact that I'm in this position right now. There's absolutely no other reason for me to be in this position. And Salamence is his last Pokemon, so another Dazzling Gleam should seal this game for me. It really should. I can even White Guard, but Dazzling Gleam should get me the win here. Right? Yep, there's a forfeit. Wow. Okay. I had a 15% chance to win that match, at least. Okay? Because of the Precipice Blades miss. So Arash, if you're watching this, I apologize for that. I had to play for that. I genuinely had to play for that to happen. And yeah, so this will conclude today's episode, guys. If you want to see the conclusion of this best of 3, definitely come check it out on Thursday on episode 100 of Road to VGC Worlds 2016. Thank you so much, guys, and see you